All right, everybody, welcome to another Duel Masters video. They're probably going, "Oh, please, no, not another Duel Masters." Well, I'm already committed. I've already taken 42 screenshots. I'm already all in, so I'm doing it. These videos are just me thinking with my heart and not my brain. But that's usually what I like to do. Even when I make music or make videos, I do them just with what my soul wants to do rather than what the logical business plan would be. But anyway, my favorite cards. These are mostly just cards that have amazing art, and so I just thought I'd make a cool little list. But they're also, their effect does play a role. If they have a good effect, if they're a good card, then that bumps them up. Let's get into it. 42 Miraculous Snare. It's a cool kind of submerged little art there. I really think it's cool. The light water, and just happens to be a very good card as well, so that helps. A very versatile card in a lot of control decks. Number 41, we got Headlong Giant. Man, I had to throw this one in just because, like, what were the artists thinking with this one, man? What kind of nightmare were these artists having, or freaking psychedelic drugs were these artists doing where they thought they could? And on top of that, it's hilariously bad. It's literally like looks as bad as, I mean, the art's cool, but it's scary. He's got his little tiny head on top of a pig. And then on top of that, it's got all this text you have to read, and none of it's good. None of it's good. Triple breaker. Oh, turn 9 triple breaker. Yeah, get out of here, man. It's freaking. Yeah, it's really bad. It's funny though. Eureka Charger, a cool little spell hand going up to the. It's like you're drawing a card, but yeah, I like the lightning in it. Cool card. So this card is interesting. Yulia. Dude, I was going through the set list, and this is in set 10, and I've never seen this card before in my life. Before, like, yesterday when I was going through all the images, I've never seen this card before, so I'm like, I'm throwing it in because yeah, that's how cool this the set 10 was. They had so many cards, and the art was on point the whole set 10. But yeah, this is cool. The card's not very good, but man, it's like, dude, it's like seeing a card for the first time is crazy. I've known this game for so long. Dark Lord. So yeah, number 38, Macho Melon. This one's just a silly one, you know what I mean? The Macho Melon. And I'm gonna shout out Fantano. If he ever found himself getting into Duel Masters, this would be his favorite card because he is a Macho Melon indeed. Too bad it's Wave Striker and it's not very good, but it is what it is. This one's got a funny. I put this in for funny reasons as well. Gigargon. I don't know what it is, but so if any of you guys remember the Duel Masters cartoon, like in the first episode, he plays this guy in a park, and and it's hilarious because he like drops the Gigargon. He's like, "Now, what are you gonna do?" Like, like it's some like game breaking card, but in reality, he just returns 2 creatures from his graveyard, and he's got a 3,000 power vanilla on turn 8, and it's just a pretty terrible card. But it was like a big play back then, early in the game. So I thought it was funny. The cartoon. Number 36, Radioactive Horn. God, I wish this card was good. The art is so cool, and the idea of it is so cool. I'm trying to think, like, if this card was like a 2 for 1, 2 for 1,000, that would be pretty sick. Or even if it was like a 3 for 3,000 double breaker. That's just a cool concept to make a really small card double breaker, but really cool art. 35, this is not from the English set, this is from the 13th set. Galamunta is this guy. Look at the art, man. He's like, it's a combination between a Dark Lord and an Earth Dragon. That's exactly what it looks like. The artist did fantastic work. It's a pretty good card, but I wish it was like 7,000. But it's got a pretty cool effect where you can avoid shield triggers when it's tapped, I believe. Or whenever it attacks. But yeah, 34. This is another, just I bunched them together. The last card I'm gonna put in from set 13. Number 34 is this spell. I can't. I think it's like you search a something. It's not very good, but the card art is so freaking good, man. Look at that freaking little rainbow waterfall island thing. Death Cruiser number 33. Um, yeah, I honestly think this card is kind of underrated, and like I love the card art, obviously, but I feel like it could be good in a certain deck where like you get it out on turn 5 with like, you know, um Fairy Life, Bronze Arm, Sky Sword, whatever you want to run, and then you just, well, Sky Sword wouldn't be good, but like a Fairy Life, Bronze Arm, get it out on turn 5. Maybe you're running some Propeller Mutants as well for its effect. And then it's like, it's huge. 13,000. I mean, that's bigger than Alcadius. So, yeah, just kind of a cool card. I like it. Shock Trooper McKee's got a cool, like, samurai look to him. I had to include it. But they gave it 1,000 power, which is, like, shocking. I mean, in order for this card to be even good, it would have to be, like, honestly, like, 6,000 power. Like, legitimately. Like, then it would be good. Then it would be a good card. It's got a cool effect. You can destroy a creature for 3,000 or less if it gets through to shields. Gawk Life Dragon's really cool dragon art on this one. And should have gave it 7,000. That's what I'll say. But it still can find its way into some decks, but it's got a cool dragon. Another card that's kind of slips under the radar, Ultra Mantis. It's basically just like a Crystal Lancer, because nobody plays blockers over 8,000. But the Giant Insect Bait is not great, but it's a really cool card art. Like, it just pops out at you, and that's the one thing I noticed. But it's also got 9,000 too, so not a terrible card. We got the Ardent Lunatron. Looks like a kind of like Atlantis vibes from this one. Not very good. I wish it didn't have the effect where they attack it if able, or it has to block. If it was just didn't have that effect, you could maybe see it as a tech card in some decks, but it's a cool looking card. And then we got the other one, the other Cyber Moon, that gives me more Atlantis vibes. Really cool art on this one. Honestly, this card should like cost 6, to be real, like to find its way into decks, but it's got a cool effect. Evil Incarnate. This is a cool one because it looks like a Demon Command. And the effect is yeah, I mean, if they had just made like the ultimate Demon Command card in my fantasy world, they would have just said that, like, at the start of the turn, that player chooses the opponent chooses a creature and destroys it, and then just give them a little less power, maybe like a 10 or 9. But it's really cool card art. It looks like the god of the underworld, basically. Petrova is actually a very strong card. And yeah, the art is fantastic. Aurora of Reversal, terrible spell, but the art, man, the trees and the colorful sky, I mean, that's on point, right? Raging Dashhorn. Yeah, I wish the effect for this card was like, if your cards in the mana zone are nature and light, or nature and water, that would be really cool, because you could actually maybe fit this guy into some of those tempo decks. But a mono nature deck, I mean, maybe early on, this came out in the first set, so they're like, whoa, mono nature, mono nature is going to be really good. But it's a really cool looking card. It looks like the archetype of a horned beast. Innocent Hunter. Look at him, he's just like staring off into the distance, just like, but he's got a cool sword, and yeah, he's just a cool looking card. And I like his effect. I wish he was like 2,000. But Melnia, man, when some of the artists were so on point with combining these races. This is like Liquid People and Ghost, and it looks like exactly what you would think of a liquid with Liquid People and Ghost being combined. And on top of that, it's actually a really good card, like actually a very strong card. Carmelia. This card art is so cool, man. The coolest snow fairy in the game. And I've tried to fit it into decks, but it's just too slow. Um, like if you were to maybe make it cost 3, maybe it would be decent. Or if you were to just, if it was like a 4 for 5, even then it's just slow. But you just, I don't know. If you could get a couple taps off with this card, it'd be pretty cool. But yeah, it's a really cool muscle charger. I love this art, man. The idea of these freaking nature creatures just pumping iron in the jungle, it's freaking awesome, dude. And the card is decent. It's a very mid-level card, but yeah, this is easily one of the coolest spells art that they've done. Hide and seek, another really cool spell art that they did. I love the purple and blue colors. They're just so satisfying for the eye, and it's actually a pretty good card too, so that helps it. I like it a lot. Electro Sirion, Explorer Sirion. This is like Melnia. They combined the two races, and it's just like the perfect card art for what you would think of a gladiator and a Cyberlord would be. Really beautiful art with this one. Absolutely fantastic. This one's cool. Rayad Milla. Man, I wish this card was good. The card art is so good. It's even better than Petrova's card art. And man, just I don't know. Just make it like a 5 for 10 double breaker or something. I don't know. I mean, the effect is not good. But Reap and Sow, this is so cool because it shows like the nature side where you get to add a card to your mana and then you get to burn a card from your opponent's mana, and the destructive fire side. Very, very cool card art with this one. Crystal Lancer, this one is from my early childhood days of playing the game, and I built like a mono water deck, and yeah, it was just like I thought it was the best deck ever. Like I was like, this deck is unbelievably strong because everybody was playing blockers, a lot of blockers back early on in the game, and so this card was just like crazy. But yeah, the card art is legendary. This one, another one, is this kind of legendary card art from when I was young. I just remember seeing this card played, and I'm like, whoa! It just popped out at me, you know. The artist really did a good job with some of these super rare cards, making them pop. And yeah, unfortunately, doesn't have a very good effect, but I wish it did. Gatling Skytear, another card from my childhood. I was like, oh my god! I opened a pack and I saw this, and I'm like, so you tell me it's a dragon, it's a helicopter dragon? And I was just like, hell yes. Yeah, probably should cost a little less if it was gonna find its way to actually be a good card, but Gigamantis number 12. I absolutely love the colors in this one. The silver and green is just like so pleasing to the eye. And shocker again, it's not a very good card. You needed to give it like crazy amount of power in order for it to be good, to be honest. Bomedius is a obvious pick, just a really cool looking dragon, and helps that it's like one of the strongest cards in the game. So like that's a cool thing where, you know, the card art actually matches its effect in terms of what it's gonna do. Number 10, Death Liger. The iconic Death Liger had to be in top 10. I don't even care if it's, you know, just a vanilla, like it's just awesome. I had a poster of it. I remember this. I actually had a poster, put it up on the wall, and man, good times. Techno Totem, really cool, like jungle art with this one. Coolest mystery totem, and it's actually a really good card. There you go. Niofa, I don't know how it's pronounced, but man, what a cool card art with this one too, right? Like, and it's actually not a bad card. But again, I feel like it needs to potentially cost less. I don't know, to actually be really a strong tempo card. But no, it's got a cool effect, and yeah, the card art, they really hit it out of the park. Another one they hit out of the park, Super Chair Dragon, Bayless Gale. One of the coolest looking cards that they ever printed in the game. Just by the look of it, it should be one of the best cards in the game, but it's not. And so that's just sad. That's sad. But the card art is fantastic. Another one that's just fantastic card art, Gajera Boot. Pretty decent card actually, but man, this is just like what you think of when you think of a demon command, right? Like this is just they nailed it. Amazing card art. And yeah, honestly, like if they should have just made him like a, I don't know, like a cost like 4 or something, that would have been freaking sick. Then you'd see this card freaking running in some decks. Crystal Paladin, I mean, come on, man. The freaking card art is exceptional. It's so cool looking, and it's actually a very strong tempo card as well. Earth. This one is iconic, man. I mean, this one is so iconic. Um, wish it cost less, but it's still pretty decent. But yeah, just the Angel Command, they just nailed it from the base set, man. Had to rank really high for me. 3 Aqua Sniper. This card is iconic as well. And it's interesting because if they made it like cost like 7 or 6, like it would actually be like a really strong card. But no, I mean the arts. I remember I was in Walmart actually, and I opened a pack and I just saw this and I was like, dude, this is awesome. Number 2, we got the Aura Pegasus. Man, you want to talk about cool card art? Combining like with the other ones I mentioned, like with Melnia, they combined Angel Commands, Horn Beast, and they just nailed it, man. It looks so awesome. Almost looks like a Digimon, to be honest. But yeah, freaking cool, man. I want to live in a world where this is like not a Vortex Evolution, and you can put it on either a Horn Beast or an Angel Command, like how Hydra's is. God, this card would be so good if you could do that, man. If you could just do that. Why didn't they do that? They thought, well, it'll be. Well, no, you're taking out 2 of your creatures on the board. It's not going to be something that you could practically use in competitive decks. But if it was just Horn Beast or Angel Command, it would be actually competitive, I think. Shame, but card art nonetheless. What's number 1 gonna be? Alcadius. Alcadius is the coolest, my favorite card, coolest card art in the game. Just looks like the archetype of Angel Command, and on top of all that, it's actually a very strong card. So there you go. It's just like the perfect, satisfying card. You know what I mean? Lord of Spirits, number 1. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Again, you probably, if this was recommended to you, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Or if you know about the game, then you probably found this video mildly entertaining. But yeah, that's my list. So I'll see you guys